last week after claiming the Boy Scouts of America are using unfair recruitment processes. Last year, the Boy Scouts starting to actually allow girls into their program while rebranding their organization as gender neutral. Joining us now with more on the story is attorney and legal analyst Terri Austin. Terri, what's your take on this? What do you think's going on?
Well, I am a little surprised that there's a suit pending saying that there's trademark infringement because the Boy Scouts have always used the word Scouts in their name. And so I think it's going to be a very difficult case to have the court say that they're not supposed to be using that. Trademark infringement means that there has to be a likelihood of confusion. And for many years, Boy Scouts have been using that word. So I think it's going to be a difficult case for Girl Scouts to actually win.
And Terri, I was reading that some parents and girls say they were targeted by marketing by Boy Scouts specifically. Do you know anything about that? Did the Boy Scouts change any of their marketing or advertising to try and recruit girls? Do you know of?
Well, apparently there was a use of the word Girl Scouts BSA. They did change it so BSA is in the name versus Boy Scouts of America. And if they use the word girl in their nomenclature, I do think that would be a problem. And I think there would be likelihood of confusion. Look, we know that the Boy Scouts are trying to recruit girls, and they've done it because of the amount of pressure that they have gotten from not enabling girls to join the Boy Scouts. And so they've actually been sued in this regard. They prevailed in the lawsuit. They weren't told that they had to include girls because their membership organization versus a business enterprise. But still, they opened it up to girls, and they have been applauded for that. And yes, they are marketing to girls. And I think it's fine as long as they don't use the word Girl Scouts. If they use Scouts, that's fine. And I think if they market to girls, that's fine too. But once they start using the word girl, if they're in fact doing that, that could be a problem.
Terri, how are the organizations different? And by that, I mean, obviously, when it was Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, it was gender. But are they different as far as their values, as far as how they approach the organization, as far as how they go about training or bringing up the people that are part of their organization? Is there something distinctive enough that they can say, this is what makes us us?
Yes, I think that's an excellent question. You know, from a legal standpoint, the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, they are two separate legal entities, and they've been operating, separately for many, many years. As far as their, theories and as far as their goals and objectives and their guidelines, they are very similar. So they all have integrity, honesty as part of what the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts stand for. And so I think that is very similar. But they historically have been recruiting girls in Girl Scouts, boys in Boy Scouts. But, from a diversity, inclusion, and, belonging perspective, those lines have begun to be blurred because clearly there are people who are gender fluid. There are girls who want to be in the Boy Scouts, boys who may want to be in the Girl Scouts. So I think the organizations are now looking at that and trying to be more inclusive and have more of a belonging approach. And that's why we start seeing these lawsuits starting saying, basically, we want to be included. And now that the Boy Scouts is doing that, the Girl Scouts basically is saying, yes, but you are marketing our girls and taking our membership away from us.
Yeah, Terri, are the Boy Scouts getting more girls to be a part of their group since they were allowed girls in?
Yes, they are. And, they're saying that their programs are high quality programs, that the girls want to be a part of the Eagle Scouts, which is really a, high program that is looked at as really instilling values in the children who participate. So yes, girls are starting to look at the Boy Scouts and wondering, if we now have this opportunity, perhaps we can take advantage of that and join the Boy Scouts. So I think at the end of the day, what the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts need to do is to compete on equal footing, to offer great programming, whether the programming is for girls or for boys, and just leave it at that.
Yeah. Terri, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Terri Austin, and we will be back with more of American Agenda.